Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler.
What was your thoughts on this one?
I thought Hooker was going to have it.
Yeah?
And I wasn't certain about that. I knew everyone was sleeping on Chandler.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would go down like that.
I got to agree with you, eh? Like, I thought this is like... Hooker's like the counter to Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that high knee and, like... It comes in past the threshold of where you start losing power when he throws it, and he still knocks people the fuck out with it. Like,
Often,
yeah.
too.
I was really surprised when he beat Pearson, and then
that was such a good knockout.
yeah, that was like me thinking like, oh shit, we've got like a Oceania boy actually like in there with a chance, And when he was fighting Dustin, like I'm a big Dustin Poirier fan. I was so worried that whole fight that he's going to eat that knee. And, like, he almost did, like, a lot. Like,
I had Dan winning, like, at least that first round.
Yeah, he was doing so well, man.
Yeah.
Like, he was more dangerous than Dustin was. Mm-hmm. Dustin was doing more to win. And, like, the fact that he's so dangerous, the fact that he's so long for that weight class.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that he's got that knee counter when Michael Chandler's this, like, short, stocky, like, like really small for the weight class, but like just powerful, like power wrestler, like going in there with like, face first with his takedowns. I was like, and like when you're watching the fight, you're watching Michael Chandler try and work his way through this force field of just like KO damage to like get in the range.
Yeah.
Like it looked like Chandler was like gonna like get knocked out. And then boom. He does that same switch, left cross and like same one he like kind of not the exact same one, but a very similar one that what he got Benson Henderson on with recently.
Yeah. Well, like great way of closing range, especially as like a shorter guy.
Yeah.
Like threw it towards like the way Dan was circling.
Yeah.
Like,
change stance too, like so you're not like sure if he's gonna go for that takedown and then he just like throws that hard left and follow-up strikes really good, but I think Hooker was still awake.
oh, yeah, but like...
Yeah, is it a KO or a TKO is the sort of question.
Oh, is that did they give him a KO?
I think they gave him a KO, but I feel like that might have been fairer to say a TKO. I think our boy Justin, our boy Hooker, Dan Hooker.
Yeah. Verdict says TKO, but Verdict also says Connor was a KO.
I think Connor kind of maybe... we'll get into that.
Yeah. Just on Chandler, so cool to have like another person in this already like ridiculous mix of people at lightweight.
Yeah, and so good to have like another champ of another organization come over. Yeah, who's the other fight that they could put? Yeah, if they put him up against Gaethje, you've got the World Series of Fighting champion versus the Bellator champion.
That's such a cool fight, man.
And UFC brings in all the revenue. Yeah. You got to give it to him, man.
I could see like clear as day Bellator getting behind Chandler and then World Series of Fighting getting behind Gaethje and making it a thing.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, man.
And I've been like, I've been singing praises about Chandler for a while, I've been really keen to see him get into the UFC because I fucking hate when people just think someone's shit because they're not in the UFC.
Yeah, him and Lima are the two guys that I like. It kills me when people say like, oh no, they're all trash. They're not even in the UFC.
Oh my God. Like, you don't understand. Like, there's some guys in the UFC that you're like,
you shouldn't fucking be here, dude.
Yeah, and like, I think, there's a lot of times where people just think like anyone in like the top like 10 to 15 in the UFC could beat like every Bellator champion. It's simply not true.
Not even close.
Like, not even, There's so much more like, a lot of these guys that are Bellator champions, they're experienced pros. They're vets. They've been doing it in the big lights for years. Like, they're big lights. It's not as big, but, Chandler's a good example, Yeah. And, like, he came in, like, he did look a little nervous at the start, but then, like, he took it over and, like, he cut a good promo on the mic after as well. Like, it was good to see.
It was a lot, but respect it.
Yeah, he, like, with that, like, I don't know, that haircut and stuff, he reminded me like Randy Orton, but it's like the Randy Orton of the UFC coming in here, like actually working on the mic, trying to get some, like, it was good to see. I was glad to see it.
Yeah. It makes for a fun couple fights.
Yeah,
for sure.
Where do you even put him up against next?
I think Gaethje, man.
Yeah, it's a perfect fight to make.
Just before we go into like the Conor Dustin fight, I wrote down a couple fights that I want to see in lightweight.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So I had Dustin Oliveira.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
it's the only one that makes sense.
Of course, yeah.
Chandler Gaethje, Ferguson and Hooker.
Yep.
And just because of the way after Max's fight,
Yeah.
he said he wasn't necessarily chasing a title. He was more chasing like legacy fights.
Yeah.
Fuck it, give him Conor.
Yeah, that
Why
would be a
not?
good fight.
Conor at lightweight.
Yeah.
And I'm the last person, like I hate when fighters like jump up and down weight classes like all the time and it kind of disrupts stuff.
Yeah, it's not good. But
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of thought the only one you missed on that was like Ferguson versus Conor. I think that's a good fight.
That's a
to
cool
make
fight too, definitely.
Yeah. Both guys coming off a loss, but like you've wanted to see them fight before.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it now while they're both available. You know, they're not booked.
It's a good time for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, no, that's good actually. Max versus Conor, that's more of a marquee fight.
Oh, they'd be huge.
It's a rematch again. Yeah.
I feel like the only reason the Ferguson one maybe wouldn't happen because he's off 2 losses.
Yeah.
And one of them was, well, they're actually both kind of real bad.
Yeah, no, they were really bad. I just kind of like...
I'm not saying that's not a fight I want to see, by the way. Like, I really want to see Ferguson Conor.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a very winnable fight for both fighters.
Yeah.
You know, like it just kind of depends on what happens in the first round.
Oh,
It's
if it
kinda
goes
like-
to the second, I think it's game over for Conor.